You're listening to the Back Porch Talk podcast. Danny and Jason had many discussions and debates on the back porch while making pivotal investment moves with assets. That's right, with trading cards. They welcome you to the back porch and right into those discussions about current sports news with a fresh and unique twist. So come on and join us. And on to our trading card scenario. Who we got, Danny?
So tonight, Jason, in honor of Boogie Cousins signing with the Milwaukee Bucks, we have DeMarcus Cousins 2010 Donruss rookie card for LaMarcus Aldridge's 2006 Topps rookie card. Couple quick bios. DeMarcus Cousins was the 5th overall pick out of the University of Kentucky by the Sacramento Kings in 2010. Averaged 20 so far for his career, 20.4 points, 10.6 rebounds, 3 assists a game, 4-time All-Star, 2-time All-NBA, and part of the All-Rookie team. LaMarcus Aldridge was the 2nd overall pick out of Texas by the Bulls, who then traded him to the Portland Trailblazers. And his career averages are 19.3 points, 8.2 rebounds, 2 assists a game, 7-time All-Star, 5-time All-NBA, and was also an part of the All-Rookie team. So, Jason, who do you want in your portfolio?
This was a tough one, man. And this was a tough one, Danny. I thought it was going to be easy, but the more I looked into it, I was like, man, I don't know. So let me talk it through. Listen here, man. Fans know where I'm going with this. Gotta go back to the college days. Boogie Cousins was only at University of Kentucky for 1 year.
Mm-hmm.
In that 1 year, though, he did dominate. He was a massive body, a man amongst boys, quite honestly. Averaged 15 points in a college game, man. That's pretty impressive in 9 boards, close to 10 boards a game. LaMarcus, he stayed in Texas for 2 years, had averaged close to 10 points his first year, 15 the second year. The thing with LaMarcus, man, is, man, he just got a nice mid-range jumper, man.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, anywhere, whether it's down low or it's at the elbow or whatever, he just has a nice mid-range game. And in my opinion, that is something that is so needed in the playoffs. Man, this was a tough one, Danny. And I think about DeMarcus Cousins going to Sacramento, the land where great players go to just not be found out anymore. That's what Sacramento is known for, man. Come on, man. Some great players, some great college players has come out and they have gone to the Kings, and you don't hear about them for a long time, not unless they're going to get traded from the Kings to another team. And it's like, man, where was this player all this time? Man, he was with Sacramento.
Mm-hmm.
I think to a certain degree, Boogie actually brought a little prominence to Sacramento. And towards the tail end of his career in Sacramento, that's when they were really starting to kind of get good.
Yep.
And they really started to make a little noise. And then, they got new coaching, and DeMarcus and the coaches just didn't get along, and it became a very ugly story, man, in the league. And then DeMarcus gets, traded, goes down to New Orleans, gets hurt, and all. But man, I would have loved to have seen DeMarcus at his peak in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
Because fans, you have to realize, when I'm thinking about a card, I'm also thinking about the future value of that card. And so DeMarcus, again, he's only been in the playoffs 2 times. When we talk about LaMarcus Aldridge, we're talking about a player who's been in the playoffs 4 times for the Spurs and 5 times for the Portland Trailblazers. So he's been in the playoffs 9 times. playoffs is of great value. Not only that, when he was in the playoffs, man, he averaged 20.8 points a game in the playoffs, man. That's nothing to sneeze at. So with that, I'm going to have to go with LaMarcus. I'm going to have to go with his card, man. And he's very effective in the playoffs, mid-range game. Doesn't have a lot of trouble in the league. He's wanted by organizations versus Boogie Cousins, and where we picked up Boogie Cousins because he wasn't playing with anybody. That speaks volumes to me, man. So I'm going with LaMarcus Aldridge's card. Who you got, Danny?
Yeah, Jason, this was tough, man. I was going back and forth because Boogie Cousins, before he had that first Achilles injury, he was putting up, when he went to New Orleans in particular, he was putting up double doubles. He was a double double machine. His career averages are double double. And I look at him, man, he's a volatile player, right? He has his ups, he has his downs, attitude, game, so on and so forth. And that's where I was trying to think, does that make his card more valuable in this case? Because LaMarcus Aldridge, you laid it out, man. He's just slow and steady. He's producing every night. He's not, you don't read about him doing anything. He's just out there playing his game. So all that being said, in this scenario for the card itself, I'm going to take DeMarcus Cousins' card. And the reason I say it is because for as good as LaMarcus Aldridge has been in his career, he's flown under the radar, man. And I think people know Boogie due to his volatility, either positive or negative. And LaMarcus, he played in San Antonio. He played in Portland. He's played in small markets. Now he's in Brooklyn. But I think that's been part of his thing where he's been under the radar and he's not a household name unless you're a Hoops fan. Versus Boogie, I think he has a little more name recognition just based on who he is. So for that and that alone, pretty much, because their stats are comparable. Boogie's been out of the league and back in. He's been injured a ton now. He had both Achilles blowout on him. He's had just a lot of bad luck from an injury perspective and being able to hang on with teams. So with all that, I'm still going to go with his card in this scenario.
Thank you for joining us at Back Porch Talk Podcast. You can also join us on Twitter by tweeting us at @back_podcast. For more information, you can go to our website, which is backporchtalkpodcast.com. You can also email us at backporchtalkpodcast@gmail.com. Again, thank you for joining us, and remember that there's enough hate in the world, so go ahead and spread a little love.